Hello, and thanks for joining me today. We're talking about working in the film industry and what they don't tell you. Today, specifically, we're going to be talking about the positive things, the exciting things, the cool things that we enjoy doing in the film industry that is not normally talked about. One of the first things up is going to be food, food, and more food. If you love to eat and enjoy food, well, all of it is catered to you. We get food trucks, catering trucks, food tables, snacks, drinks out the wazoo. Everything is provided for you on Productions Dime. This is a great perk that we get to enjoy every day that we are on a film set. One of my favorite things, though, is being able to explore. And what I mean by that is the different locations that we get to film at can be very neat, can be very exciting. We can be places that we didn't even know was in our own backyard. It can be places that are just slightly out of town that we're like, whoa, where did this come from? You get to go to those locations. Some of those locations are even places that are not open to the public. Some of those places can be top secret. Some of those places can be old buildings, dilapidated, falling apart, old mines, all kinds of cool places that you might not even know about that are not even open to the public that you get to explore. These locations make for really cool places for the story for them to film at. And so being able to see, being able to go to these are great. Not only do you get to go and explore and see these places, they are paying you to do it, which is even better to be able to get paid to do these things. Being able to see the world. A lot of this, a lot of us would like to be able to do. There are few production companies out there that do it, but if you can find yourself, uh, coming across a production company or find yourself on a shoot that's going to pay you to travel, pay you to see the world, take it. It's an awesome opportunity to experience. You can go all over the place. You can find yourself in really remote places, really populated places, really dangerous places if that's something that is your desire. You can go to some pretty neat places. I had one friend, his job was just to tour around to all the resorts in the Caribbean. It was what he did for years. He just spent weeks, if not months, down there, just going from resort to resort, doing corporate videos for that corporation. I've had friends go to war countries. They've all come back safely, thankfully. But boy, what an adventure. What are some cool stories that they had when they got back? What you can make in this industry with such little education is can be astounding sometimes. It to be frank. And so it's not uncommon for you to come out of high school or have a career change from being a trades individual or a teacher or something like that and go straight into the film industry and be making a pretty good income. A lot of what we learn on set is going to be hands-on practical learning. And so, as long as you are good in that environment, you can learn from the people above you, you can learn from the people around you, you can really succeed and do well and make a good income with very little education, as long as you can learn like that. Working out or physically demanding, being active is another big perk of our job. Now, and this can be a positive or a negative, depending on who you are or how active you like to be. But if you are one for being active, you like for getting out there, you like adventure, you like being physically fit, the film industry will keep you there. You do not need your gym membership anymore. Just get rid of it. But for those of you that don't necessarily like that, that more shy away from that type of thing, don't worry. You're normally working within a team. So you're able to share the workload around a bunch of you. So you don't have to worry about having to do all the work. You can generally share that work, that physically demanding aspect of it. And your team is really able to help you with that. Now, speaking of team and the people that you work with are also a large perk because you just never know who you're going to meet. You might meet some famous celebrity that you've always enjoyed or some musical act that you've really been following for years, some politician that you support. There's so many different people that you are going to come across, you're going to meet naturally being in this environment of the industry, to all the way to people that you would have never imagined. I was working with a teleprompter operator who was sharing with me that he had the longest gunshot in the world that year. And he's explaining the circumference of the earth and how he has to take all this into consideration. Like, just wow, like you're a teleprompter operator. I would never thought that you would have something like that. Or I'm talking to a PA who's sharing with me that he's doing a network television show he's producing in another country. So you never assume what people are doing. You can never assume who somebody is. It's really fascinating the type of people you get to meet, the places you get to go, the money that you can make with such little education, and what is provided for you on set as a beautiful and awesome, exciting perk of this job. Now, with every positive, there's always a negative. And so the negative and the tough, the hard thing about this industry is what we're going to be talking about next week. So stay tuned, check it out.